Hey, WATVA followers, Adam Harden for the Wisconsin ATV-UTV Association. On July 12th, Randy Harden, myself, and my daughter Emma took a ride up in Marinette County. We left from the Crivets area, actually Athelstein. We got to ride a few different machines, one being the Yamaha Viking, which you saw there. We parked at a park and ride near Athelstein and headed out. We met up with a group of people and headed out. On the Friday, we actually rode just Randy, myself, and my daughter to scope out the trails before leading a big group. But you can see the park and ride there area is a great place to park and unload and keep your machine or your trailer vehicles. They have a nice map and some signs there. And it's all done by the Near North Trail Riders. Their club shed is actually just down the road from here, so not too bad. A lot of winding trails up in this area of Marinette County. The trails are in great condition, not rough, but very dusty, as you'll see in some upcoming footage. So from this scene here, where all three of us are in the Viking. The Viking has a 3-seat configuration, a bench seat I should say, my daughter being in the middle as she's only 7, myself driving and Randy on the other side. So when it was just us by ourselves, it was great. You can see the trails are real smooth, plenty wide for UTVs and ATVs. And on the dash there, I do have a GPS unit where I have our VV mapping set up, so I could see the trails right on my unit, and it also will navigate if I needed to. So some of the trails in Marinette County actually go into this thicker forest where you have a canopy above us, which is really scenic and great to go riding in. We didn't really encounter any other traffic, so that was kind of nice. There's some road riding as well. There's a nice shot of going over a bridge. So that was pretty much our Friday adventure. We put on about 18 miles. In a new tool on the WATVA website, you can see and upload your GPS track. So there was our track on Friday. So then on Saturday, we met up with a group of people from Sheboygan, actually, a church group, including their pastor, and give them a safety demonstration, a safety briefing, and we headed out. So we had a wide variety of machines, everything Polaris, Yamaha, there's a John Deere UTV in there as well. I was on a Polaris Razor with my daughter, which was great. Absolutely loved that machine. And we headed out. So Randy was in the Viking in this shot, my daughter next to me in the Razor. Really excited to go. A little bit more dusty considering we were in the back of the pack, but again, the trails were great. We didn't really have too much traffic coming the other way that we ran into. Just everything that we were touching turned into dust, but it was pretty dry up there, so we could anticipate that. As it got a little more dusty, we were spacing out a little bit more so we could actually see in front of us because the dust was that thick. But the trails here are really nice, really smooth. You can see how much of the forest surrounds you on these trails, so it's really scenic to go through. You can see a lot of things. We found one mud hole. Not really a hole, just a water spot on the trail that we were able to go through. Both ATV and UTV making quite a bit of a splash here. This is where everything turned from somewhat dirty to very dirty. All good fun. And that's Randy right there as he follows up with everyone, knowing that him and I have to clean the machines, so we didn't really get our machines that dirty. But there's the group after going through the mud, stopped on the side of the trail. Obviously everyone having a great time, having a lot of fun. But then we got to our point, the North Country Inn in Dunbar. There's some pictures of that. They recently got a new fuel station installed, so if you need gas, you can now go to the North Country Inn and get some fuel. It's non-ethanol fuel. A little bit more pricey at $4.54 a gallon, but when you got nothing else in town, that's quite all right. And it's non-ethanol, so it's better than the machine. So there's the North Country Inn. They were getting a bite to eat. One of their philosophies up here is dirt don't hurt, so come on in. So we were quite dirty and got a great meal. They're the owners right there. So yeah, there's my daughter. She was quite happy with how dirty she was. So there was our trail trip. You can see we made a nice big loop. It was about 80 miles that we did. We left Athelstan and just made a giant loop. So it was a great trip. We want to say thank you to everyone who came with us, and we'll see you guys in the trail.